Good day, chaps. We are now going to carry on with episode 2 of our character, Stygian Abyss. Let's get on with it. So apparently, he still has his little pickaxe as we left off with him last episode, and only half of his health left. Now, it's probably best not to go into battle with just half health, so we are going to quickly try and heal him. The first physician visit is only 500 for that week. So let's do that quickly. 90 over 120 isn't too bad. That leaves us with 3,547 gold. Let's just see what we can purchase here to make his life a little bit better. A spear, and no, we're going to stay away from that. The left leg is worse than ours, and the right leg is the same story. So we could do with some armor, possibly a new weapon, if possible, and a shield. So we're just going to re-roll the shop again and go from there. Okay. So this chest piece that's appeared in the shop is a little bit better than ours. We may end up purchasing that. There is a bigger shield, which might actually be more beneficial to take at this point, as we do require one. Let's rather do that and leave the chest piece for another time. We only have 403 gold left, so we can't heal up one more time. So what we'll do shortly is just see which fight is better to take part in terms of money and everything else. It'll be best for us to do the 1v1 in this case, as the person we are fighting for, or the host, is a -6. We want to try and get that up because he can work against us at the end of every week. So let's start this first fight with this episode off and see what we are up against. Okay, this seems to be... should be a fairly easy fight. I'm just actually going to drop this pickaxe in favor of this mace. Should be a hell of a lot better. And it seems to be going well so far. I don't know why he would drop his weapon there for my pickaxe, but this shouldn't take too long to be over with. Okay, back in the face. 6 damage. 9.4. Okay. Yeah, definitely this isn't going to take too long to take this man down. To see how much longer it does take. Okay, he is backing up. There he is, back to his original weapon. And throwing it again in favor of the mace, which we have already proven that it is fairly powerful. There we go. We have, I would assume, there we go. Finished him off. Alright, that is our first victory of the episode. We have got quite a bit of gold from that one, as well as renown, or fame, in this case. And we'll see what we can do here now. We have gained a little bit more health and ranked up at the same time. We have 2 choices, throwing skill and stamina regen. I never go for throwing. I've never seen the benefit in it. So we're going to choose stamina regen for this case. As you'll see, as we put on heavier armor and everything else, our stamina regen does go down. I believe the stamina regen skill does equate to raising this number over here. So that should help us in the long run. Again, we do already have a shield, so we don't need a shield, although there is 3 here. There is a flail, or flagger, according to the game here, available for 3,208 gold. That's a little bit out of our price range at the given moment, so we are going to leave that for the time being. And not really anything else that we can purchase, except for another slot over here for when you start getting extra gear and need to repair. Let's see what else we can fight here. Level 3 pit fight. That one will take quite some time to try and get through everybody there. The wild card is going to be a 4v4 and level 5. Don't really want to do that, so we may end up sticking to... Yes, definitely we're going to stick to the 1v1 with the price or the payout for if we win. This time around we're going to check if we can do any bets here. One dismemberment. I don't think I'm going to have any weapons to be able to dismember anybody, so it may be a waste of gold doing that. Yeah, so we're going to leave the betting out for this round. Okay. Just skip that there. And wait for this dude to come all the way down here to us. Right, so he hasn't got any armor on his left-hand side. So we'll try and attack that arm where possible, trying to go around the shield that he is carrying. Which seems to be going well so far. Okay. Headshot. And back into his side. Okay. He does currently have what seems to be a spear, which our shield is currently blocking quite well. 1.3 damage, not too grand. If the audience would drop something better for us, that would be perfect. Okay, it does seem to be on quite the offensive for now. Okay. You can hit people back with your shield as well, which I have now failed twice at doing. So I'm not going to demonstrate that anytime soon by the seams of things, as I'm not very good at doing that just yet. But we are doing a good job of staving off some damage from him. Again, only dealing 1.5 damage on our part. And he hasn't got around our defenses just yet. So 6.1. Again, oh shit. Okay, there goes our shield. But I did pick up a sword, which is hopefully better than our last one, and we're already doing 10 point something damage. Okay, we are doing fairly well here. We just need to take him out as soon as we can before he starts doing major damage to us for us losing our shield. Audience are getting a little bit mad at us for not spilling any blood. So it's been a little bit of time, and we have appeased them. There we go. Our next victory for the episode. We have now advanced from level 4 to level 5. And scored quite a bit of gold for that one, and increased our standing quite a bit with one of the patrons. So we have now achieved everything. We barely did any got any damage from that round, so we are now 99 over 120 if I remember correctly. Shops cost have increased by 50%. Well, most likely we will not be buying anything from the shops this time round, as everything would be far too expensive. We do need a shield wherever possible, so we shall try and look into that. We do want a different weapon though, and the copper dagger has been proven previously by myself that it is quite good in terms of fighting and dismembering as well, so we may be able to win some bets with that, as well as this helm. It's not as good as what we are currently wearing anyway, so we're going to leave that. I am going to purchase this copper dagger. just as a replacement for our pick. We aren't going to sell our pick just yet, as we don't exactly need that money. And we are going to go into the next fight. It'll be a 3 versus many. Sorry, many versus many, level 3. That's not too bad. Let's just check the payouts here. Negative 12, we may want to go for that fight, as well as a 1v1 here, 2107. This one here is also a negative 1, the host, so it'll probably be more beneficial for us to fight this one, get more money and less damage out of it. Let's try and do this up. Let's try and check what betting we have to do. Deal 100 damage to teammates, that's not going to be very good for us. 100 public favor. That might be more beneficial to us, unless we get... We could possibly get more money out of doing this here. 2 kills, as well as a negative 12 for our patron we can try. So let's try that. Place that bet, and we'll do this many versus many and try and get 2 kills out of this match. It does seem to be a 3v3. There's somebody dropping a mace. Extremely good. Improved last round. We're going to try not to hit this dude in the back. And he has picked up the mace that we were trying to avoid getting ourselves. But let's try and get that arm of his. But we need to generate some stamina here. We do have a friend helping us, but let's see the looks of things. I have forgotten recently to do some stabbing attacks, which also works quite well. They are fast, so they barely ever miss. Doing on average what seems to be about 6 damage, so we are doing fairly well against this man. Okay. We have received 7 damage. We want to try and avoid that as much as possible to lessen our costs at the end of the match and hopefully buy better gear, as well as armor, which we don't seem to be getting any shields anytime soon. There we go. First one down. Halfway to our winning our bet that we did of placing 2 kills. Okay. This gent here has hardly any armor, so we're going to try and hit his head or his right arm. And I see our one teammate is dead in the background there. So this fight is going to be a little bit harder than we had originally expected. Okay. Shield is gone, and we have taken him down. We have won our previous bet, and therefore we shall be getting quite a bit of money from that. Let's keep attacking this man. He does have a dual or double-handed sword, so he can do a bit of damage on that, and he is looking fairly armored. 6.3 damage we're doing. We aren't doing too bad again. But we don't exactly want to attack him from behind either. Try and get our favor back up with the patrons. There we go. We have now won another battle. We have not incurred quite a bit of damage in that match, so it should be fairly easy to get that health back. We have ranked up once again to now rank 4. We can either do man skips, as I have mentioned previously, fairly useless in my opinion. So we shall be getting the cash instead. We have ranked up twice that match apparently. Throwing skill, 3 match skips, both in my opinion absolutely useless. I will do throwing skills as it's better to upgrade your character rather than other things. Donate 1,000. This one, a physician available this week. We don't exactly need him, so we'll allow that to go to the people. Alright, as I'm looking at the store over here, I think that is where we're going to end the episode, and I shall see you guys in the next one.